Namaskar friends, welcome to Easy Peasy Hindi. Friends, today we will learn how to ask questions in Hindi. Why is it important to know how to ask questions? It's because we all love talking to our family and friends. And a very important part of conversation is sometimes when somebody is asking a question and the other person is responding, and that's how we build a conversation. And therefore, we need to know how to ask some very basic and simple questions in Hindi so that we can enter into a nice conversation, a short and nice conversation with the people we love. So let's get started. The first thing we always do when we meet somebody is to greet them with a namaste or a namaskar. And the normal sequence of question that would follow would be, how are you? The Hindi equivalent for how are you is आप कैसे हो? आप कैसे हो? आप कैसे हो? Now if you're talking to somebody who is your age group, you can simply say तुम कैसे हो? So we just replace the up with the tum. And if you are in a very informal setting with friends, you can simply ask आपके हालचाल कैसे हैं और तुम्हारे हालचाल कैसे हैं. Both the questions mean exactly the same thing, how are you or how do you do. Now normally when we are dealing with elders, we generally try to be a bit more formal and we would say आप कैसे हो. And when we are with our friends, we can either go by the question आप कैसे हो और तुम कैसे हो, or we can simply say तुम्हारे हालचाल कैसे हैं. Alright? And the answer to this question would depend on the mood of the person. They can say I'm fine. That is, मैं ठीक हूँ. I'm happy. मैं प्रसन्न हूँ. I'm troubled. मैं परेशान हूँ. I'm not well. मैं ठीक नहीं हूँ. So this would be the answer to the question, how are you? आप कैसे हो? Then friends comes the next question. Logical. What is your name? And how do we ask this question in Hindi? तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? And if you are talking to someone who's elder to you, you would correct. You would say आपका नाम क्या है? आपका नाम क्या है? And the answer would be मेरा नाम विनायक है, मेरा नाम गणेश है, मेरा नाम गीता है, मेरा नाम रुक्मणी है, मेरा नाम बबीता है. So here people can share their name. Then comes the next thing, how old are you? And the Hindi equivalent of that question would be तुम्हारी आयु कितनी है? Right? And the answer to this question would be, if you are 10 years old, you would say मेरी आयु 10 वर्ष है. If you are 7 years old, you would say मेरी आयु 7 वर्ष है. If you are 85, you would say मेरी आयु 85 वर्ष है. If you are 31, you would say मेरी आयु 31 वर्ष है. So basically, you say the same sentence, मेरी आयु dash वर्ष है. So that is, you just replace the 10 with the number that represents your age. Then comes another logical question, what do you do? And the answer to that question would be, तुम क्या करते हो? तुम क्या करते हो? What do you do? Now if you're a student, you would say मैं एक विद्यार्थी हूँ. If you are a teacher, you would say मैं एक अध्यापक हूँ. If you are a intelligent, wise homemaker, you would say मैं एक गृहिणी हूँ. If you are a lawyer, you would say मैं एक वकील हूँ. If you are an engineer, you would say मैं engineer हूँ. If you are a manager, you would say मैं manager हूँ. If you are a judge, you would say मैं न्यायाधीश हूँ. If you're a doctor, you would say doctor हूँ. Or if you're a businessman, you would say मैं व्यापारी हूँ. Then comes, what is your nationality? The Hindi equivalent to that question is, तुम्हारी नागरिकता क्या है? तुम्हारी और आपकी नागरिकता क्या है? And the answer would be, if you are an Indian, मैं भारतीय हूँ. If you're an American, मैं American हूँ. A British person would say मैं British हूँ. A French person would say मैं French हूँ. A Japanese person would say मैं जापानी हूँ. Then comes the question, where do you come from? Now here, the question in Hindi would be, आप कहाँ के रहने वाले हैं? आप कहाँ के रहने वाले हैं? And here you'd normally tell either the country or the city or the state in India from where you belong. For example, मैं महाराष्ट्र का रहने वाला हूँ, मैं अमृतसर का रहने वाला हूँ, मैं चेन्नई का रहने वाला हूँ, मैं अमेरिका का रहने वाला हूँ. So depending upon where you live, you share the answer. Then comes another logical question. Where do you live? Now, where do you live is a question that is very specific to your address or the locality in the city where you live. So the question would be, आप कहाँ रहते हो? And the answer would be, मैं ओल्ड सिटी में रहता हूँ या पुरानी सिटी में रहता हूँ, मैं कनॉट प्लेस में रहता हूँ, मैं अंधेरी में रहता हूँ, मैं लाजपत नगर में रहता हूँ, etc. And a very normal question that's very frequently asked when we meet somebody is, how's everyone in your family? And the question for that is, आपके घर में सब कैसे हैं? आपके घर में सब कैसे हैं? And the answer to that question is, everyone's well in my family. मेरे घर में सब अच्छे हैं. मेरे घर में सब अच्छे हैं. And then, thank you or धन्यवाद. So friends, I hope this video gave you a nice understanding about how we ask just very simple questions in Hindi and get a response which has most of the words of the question integrated in them. I hope you liked the video, friends. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon with another video. Till then, goodbye, take care, and बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.